Hi guys, it's Tendai here from CRMCS and welcome to today's video. And in today's video I'll be going through a small project we did with a company called Shaw & Co. So initially with the project, Shaw & Co reached out to us and they wanted certain functionality to be configured where when they're working with an account record, they wanted to be able to choose whether it being a folder or a Microsoft team. And then either between the two, DocDrive would then go and create a folder or a Microsoft team depending on which one was selected by a user. So stay tuned as I'll move on to the next stage of the video when I'll go through the configuration of how we all did that. Then after I'll move to the final video of how it all came together and just demo that back for you. Thank you. Hi guys, and welcome to the second stage of the video where I'll be going through the configuration of how we configured everything to all come together with DocDrive. So initially the first thing we did was on the account form that we have is we input this field where a user will now select whether they wanted a Microsoft team or a folder to be created. Shaw & Co also did want to have this link to location field input. So what this is going to do is going to display the link of the location, so the link of the folder or the link of the Microsoft team. So then we move to our DocDrive. So in our DocDrive app we have our account entity. So we have our DocDrive rules here which we create. So initially I'll start with the first rule is our folder per account. So initially it's going to be two of them, a folder or a Microsoft team. So for a folder account we set that in as a record location rule and we select that we want a folder. Then field mapping, the mapping is usually the name of the folder that we want, and from a field we want that to be the trading name, so that would be the name of the folder, so the trading name of that record. Then we also had a condition that we input in there, so this now is where DocDrive works hand in hand with our rule to that. So if a user selects a folder, this is when DocDrive will go and create the folder. So very simple and straightforward. We want the entity to be account, the document storage location, which is the field that we created. We've got our option set, and we have our field values, and that is the value. So this value within Dynamics is the value for folder. So that's how we configured that. So when a user selects a folder, it will automatically go and create that folder. Then moving on to the second rule that we had, which was Microsoft Teams per account. Same thing, we have a record location rule. The rule subtype, what we want is a Microsoft team. Same thing, we want that team to be the trading name, so we'll field map that. And same thing again, we have a condition where if the user now selects Microsoft team in our document storage location, so in here if a user selects Microsoft team, Microsoft team, this is the condition that tells us that DocDrive will now go and create that Microsoft team. So document storage type for an account is Microsoft team. This is the entity that we want. This is the field that we have. Our field is an option set, so we have that, and our operator equals, and this in Dynamics is the value of the Microsoft team. So once that's been selected, it will trigger an action with DocDrive to go and create that Microsoft team in DocDrive. So that's very simple and straightforward, and that's how we configured those two rules to come together and go and create that. So in the next stage of the video, I will now be going through how it all came together. So when we actually create an account record, we select folder, put that to the test, and that will direct us to the SharePoint folder, or we select Microsoft team, and that will also direct us to the Microsoft team. So stay tuned for the next video as I'll go through that and show you how that all came together. Thank you very much. Hi guys, and welcome to the final part of the video where I'll be going through our playback demo of what we configured in DocDrive and seeing how it all comes together. So to jump straight in, I've created our test record that we have here. So initially what will happen now is if we go down to our field that we created, so if we select Microsoft Team or folder, what DocDrive will do now is either of the two that are selected, it will now go and create that, and it'll also put a link to that location in there. So that's what we configured, and that's what we the outcome that we want to see. So I'll start with folder. So the moment I select folder and I save that, take a couple seconds, DocDrive will then go and create that folder, and we should have the link to that folder in here. So I'll go ahead and select folder and save that. So now DocDrive will go and perform the action that we want it to action and create a folder. So once that's working, oh, there we go. So as we can see, that's kind of generated that link to the location already. We can see that we've got our folder name there. So to put this to the test as well, if I jump straight in and enter that location, what that should do now is take us to our CRMCS test folder. So as we can see, that's what's happened here. We've created our CRMCS test folder within our account document library that we have there. So that's done exactly what we want it to do. So initially that would be the same as Microsoft Teams. So the second I select Microsoft Team and save that, it will then input the link for the Microsoft Team in here and go ahead and create that Microsoft Team. Wouldn't be able to show the Microsoft Team one as we do not have access to Shore & Co Microsoft Team, but initially that's what it will do. If you have any questions or any queries that you may want to reach out to us in regards to DocDrive, feel free to reach out to us or email us. And thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.